So today we're going to talk about the SXV-141 Heavy Walker. Uh, the SXV-141 was actually a model being sold by ChapterHouse Studio, sorry. And the creator of the design of the SXV-141 was Zac Soden. If you're interested to see the original model, this is a 3D printed model inspired from the original one. If you're interested to see an actual real one, go check the website resinaddicts.com and check for the posting of Mango Zac. And if I remember carefully, Mango Zac was actually the nickname used by Zac Soden, the creator of the SXV-141. And he shows all the steps of painting and preparing this wonderful model. Right now, we got a 3D printed, like I said, that was inspired of it. It is completely fused in one block, so nothing moved on it. And the original one, all the legs, the turrets, and everything was actually being able to be moved. And this model, as you can see, is nearly the length of my hand. And when you compare it to a Pathfinder, it's a reasonable size. The original model was about 40% bigger than this. So you can actually imagine the height and the length and the weight of this model. It was a wonderful job that Zac Soden did. The first time I saw one, I was amazed because it was the first time I saw a 3D print, a third-party company selling a third-party creation for the Tau army that looks not Tau, but fitted so well inside of it. The imagination of the creators, for me, at the beginning of the 3D printing and the beginning of those third-party companies, was amazing. And the reason why I decided to make one specific video for this model, usually I wouldn't cover a specific model like this, but ChapterHouse have opened the way for other third-party companies to move forward and 3D printers to move forward. They were able to open that road for all those companies by kind of sacrificing themselves. What happened in 2008, Games Workshop discovered the company, and in 2010 they sued them for 160 copyright infringement. And over, I think, 2 to 3 years, there were multiple motions, and they went in front of the court with the jury, and the jury came to the conclusion that 1/3 of the 160 copyright claim were actually valid, and 2/3 of them weren't valid. So that meant that ChapterHouse was making models and promoting their models legally, and this opened the door for many other companies. The jury said, if I remember carefully what they said in the transcript, they said, it is not illegal to use trademark and terms on your website to promote a model, but that model cannot be a replica from Games Workshop. But a few specific items can actually be not copied, but inspired of. Like the shoulder pads for the Marines. There was no infringement from them making their own shoulder pads. So the shape of the shoulder pads is not a copyright. It is too much of a simple symbol, and you cannot claim. It's like claiming the shape of a triangle. You cannot claim as a copyright the shape of a triangle. You can make your own triangles, as long as it's not a trademark that you're actually copying straightforward. But you could use the terms of Games Workshop to promote your items. At the end, the jury said that ChapterHouse should pay $25,000 for the 1/3 of the copyright infringement. I am not sure if actually ChapterHouse closed down because of course, the legal fees and etc. I'm not aware of that information. The only thing I know, they are closed, and they've been closed for a little while. And for me, that was the ultimate sacrifice to open the way forward. And seeing that model in my collection, for me, is really important. It shows the marvelous and creativity from so many artists that are so unknown to all of us. And I still don't have an original one, and I hope to be able to find one of the original SXV-141 that was being sold by ChapterHouse in that time to add it to my collection. For now, this is the bandage to help me out to cope with the fact that I'm still waiting and still searching for one of the original from Zac Soden. I know some companies make similar models, but they're not the actual models from Zac Soden himself. And that'll be an honor for me to have one of this model to join all the other metal tau in my collection. So for me, what inspired me the most was the fact that this was a solution to the lack of having titans in the collection of the Tau. The Tau Empire was kind of lacking in that period of time of anything big enough to be able to be on the battlefield and actually put a lot of damage. And when Zac designed it, he put Seeker missile on the top, two major railgun that are supposed to be connected right there. We had Markalites located over the top right here, and we had a secondary weapon that was at the bottom, a secondary weapon located under the turret itself, with a commander Tau sitting over the top with a latch. This model was a complete and perfectly stable model to have on the battlefield if you were playing over 2,000 points. And for me, it was a must for this collection. What ChapterHouse did and their sacrifice shouldn't be forgotten, because thanks to them and what they did, and because they dared to move forward, this is what they gave us. And I needed it as a reminder of everything that is up to come. The 3D printing companies are really booming lately. We got third parties really moving forward with beautiful models, just like this Deep Strike Veteran that I got. It's still not glue on this side, but it's all things that for me exist now because of that sacrifice from ChapterHouse in that time. So I hope you enjoyed this model. I really wanted to share quickly the story and doing that little, I would say, clin d'oeil or wink at Zac Soden and his creation. I feel this man was a really, really great artist. I hope to see other creation from him maybe in the future. I hope, but at the same time, it is his choice. And I really hope you'll go and take a look at the website of resinaddicts.com. And like I'm not sure if I said it, but I'll put a link actually in the description. You guys should go actually look at it. This was a really beautiful model. The original one, like I said, was enormous, and the details and the way it was built was exactly what fits on the tabletop, and that looks so impressive that you will want one in your collection. So on this, keep supporting small third-party companies, keep backing up the 3D printers, of course, keep backing up Games Workshop. It's not because Game Workshop try to save his copyrights that we will bash them. I still got my beautiful Shadow Sun right here, and all those models are beautiful. I will never go against what was created. I can only hope that we all move forward and the third-party companies and Games Workshop can actually work together in the future. So on this, thank you for watching my video. I hope the SXV-141 was actually something new for you. If you were aware of it, well, thank you for just watching. But on this, just remember, there is no hate, there's just fan base, and let's all work together. All right.